Okay, welcome back to Spring Delight. We had a very good run with she's a social
Mrs.
worker.
Ajayi.
Okay, we had a good one with her. And up next, we have a young, vibrant, and highly creative entrepreneur who has carved a niche for herself in the Nigeria event industry. She is the founder of Gracious Events, a Lagos-based event planning and management company that began back in 2016 as an ushering agency and has since grown into one of the most sought-after names in event coordination. Now, over the years, she has worked with top brands such as Classic FM, Beat FM, Niger FM, and CT Magazine, delivering excellence with every project. In 2019, she officially registered her company and expanded into weddings, bridal showers, birthdays, and corporate events, all marked by her signature touch of elegance and creativity. So most recently, she handled one of the biggest weddings in Ocean State, the grand wedding of Romoke and Steve, the daughter of Dr. Femi Adefila. Today on Spring Delight, our discussion is themed Turning Passion into Profession, the journey of a young event entrepreneur. We'll be talking about how she built a brand from humble beginnings, the challenges she has faced, and what it takes to thrive, yes, in the competitive world of event planning. So today, join me in welcoming creative force behind Gracious Event, Miss Gracious Oluwaseun.
Hello, good morning, Miss Gracious. Hope you can hear me.
Good morning.
Thank
Just
you.
a little correction. My name is Grace Fashino Oluwafunmilayo.
Okay.
Grace.
Grace Fashion.
Fashino
Thank God.
Oluwafunmilayo.
I was going to.
I like Gracious though.
Well, maybe you were name her with, or you add it to her names.
You know,
I was going to ask that initially I was going to ask that, okay, maybe your event is actually your name, but now you've corrected that you are Grace, while your brand name is
Yes.
brand name rather is Gracious.
Gracious, so
Events.
she can fly with Gracious.
How is Lagos today?
Well, the weather in Lagos today is very calm.
Okay.
We have sun.
You have the sun. Oh,
It's not raining today.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Well, you know, the Etiosa is not pouring down rain today. It's sunny today in Lagos. Impressive. So there's no need to have, you know,
Yeah.
the fear of you stepped out with your shoes and you have to come back. You know, I used to see some videos in Lagos once in a while that if people are coming back to their houses, they stepped out fully kitted.
As in with steez and composure.
While coming back is the human being that will turn to ghost. Well, that's a good weather today. Once again, it's a pleasure to have you on the show.
Okay. So Gracious, tell us your journey into event planning. Just take us down memory lane. Your journey into event planning.
Okay.
Yes.
2015. Yeah. 2015, my boss, Honorable Desmond Elliott, now called my attention to the fact that he wants every one of us to have things doing for ourselves. And I always love planning events and whatever, but I don't know how to go about it.
Okay.
So just that little push of get something doing for yourself. So 2016, his sister was getting married. So I approached him. I told him that, sir, I think I can get involved in one or two things at this event. Can you help me speak to your sister? Then he said to me, no, she's somebody that you know, you can speak to her. If you cannot speak to somebody that you know, how will you be able to tell strangers about what you do? So I approached her and she asked me, what do you want to do? I said, I would love to get girls for your ushering, for the ushering aspect of the event. And that was how she gave me a trial. That was how she gave me a trial. And since been attending to different brands, I've worked with Beat FM, I've worked with Niger FM, I've worked with even Honorable Femi Gbajabiamila, I've worked with Honorable Desmond, and I've also worked with some of the honorable members at the House of Assembly.
Impressive. That's a good start. In fact,
A good start, right?
Yeah, it's a nice one, and I must first of all commend your boss who pushed you to do the needful and not using intermediary. And I like the fact that he had to come out straight with you and say, you have to get it yourself and not going through his channel. And that gave you, that confidence to, push in for more. And it was once again a good start. All right, coming to, your journey now. You started in 2016.
That's right.
Well, you've said it that you started with Honorable Desmond Elliott's sister's wedding. After that, how has been the journey so far, and how did it metamorphosize from ushering service into full event planning?
Did she get that?
Okay.
Yeah,
Anytime this is how events work. Anytime an event planner reach out to you to supply ushers for an event, you, particularly as the owner of the agency, you might not be on the ground to monitor your girls, but you have your lead ushers to do that. But as a starter, you have to be on ground to monitor your girls and make sure that they are rendering the service that was paid for. So I've always been on ground for all my events, and I work closely with almost all the event planners. So I'm not the lazy type. I help them do things that they didn't even pay for. I will help them coordinate. I will help them arrange. I can even arrange the bride's traditional loads and everything. So sometimes I help the decorator. I help them arrange the flowers. I was just doing all these things. From there, I started learning. I started growing. That was how my startup, that was how I transitioned from being an ushering agency into a full event planning mode automatically. In fact, I started 2018 with my own wedding.
Wow.
Okay.
I planned my wedding from the hall to, so from there, that was how I started. That was how I transitioned from being an ushering agency to a full-grown event planning and a decorator.
I'm gonna put you up there. You planned your wedding. Are you telling me that as let me use Yoruba, Iyawo, you are seated beside your oko, you were still coordinating your wedding? Impressive. That's a nice one, Ajibike.
So, at what point?
Yes, I was doing that. My boss, Honorable Desmond, was worried on that day that I was standing up too much, that I need to go back to my seat.
Definitely.
That I should not worry about what is going on.
Oh, wow.
Oh, okay, so Gracious, what were some of the challenges you faced transitioning from a small agency into a recognized brand?
People, when a client reach out to you,
okay,
they want to see some of the jobs that you've done before.
Okay.
So that they will have confidence in you.
That's right.
That you can handle their events. So this is what I do. Since I've planned my own wedding, I know what it takes. I know everything. So I will send them my own personal events, the events that I've worked on. That's my own wedding. And at the end of it, I will let them know that this is my wedding. I planned it and I did it very well. So because of that, some of these clients will say, if you can plan your wedding by yourself with all the stress from left and right, and it goes on fine, then you can handle our events.
Impressive. That's really a nice one. All right, let me bring it down.
And it takes only one.
It takes All right.
I really want to hear that.
I really love to
What
hear that part.
It
Maybe
takes only one,
it takes only one person to believe
it takes
in
only
you.
a client to believe in you.
Impressive. I like that. Just
Yes.
one client.
Then your business.
Once the client believes in
Wow.
you, he keeps on referring you. Referrals bring referrals, and one continues to grow and develop.
Exactly.
I like that idea. Now,
Exactly.
coming to the aspect of you officially got registered in 2019. Was that a turning point for you as a person? Did the registration of your brand bring about?
Recognition.
Did you feel a sense of impact in having your brand registered?
Yes. Once a client asks you, believe in what you are doing, and they ask for your account number, because if you do not register your company, you will not be able to have a company account, all this and whatever. So once they ask you for your account number to make deposits, and you are sending in your personal account, it's at that point some clients
a red flag
can pull out and say, I need a registered account to your business name.
Impressive.
So as my company grows, I felt this is the high time for me to register my company so that I'll be able to get my business account and get it going on fast.
Lovely. All right. While we are before we came live to start this interview, my co-host was telling you that the last time she saw you was at a particular event, which I'm going to spill it out now, and that's the wedding of the CEO's daughter, that's of Western Spring Television, CEO's daughter, Romoke and Steve.
Yeah.
How was the event for you, and how did you feel handling that, one of the biggest, one of the, glamorous event to have happened in Osun State. Not only, I don't want to say only Osogbo. In fact, somebody had to say that if the president's daughter were to get wedded,
it couldn't have been more than that.
What happened there? And you were the one in charge of it. So how did it go for you?
So when one of my colleagues in the office her mom actually introduced me to Daddy Adefila. So when we started talking, I realized that he knows exactly what he wanted for the event.
No, definitely, see, the CEO of Western Spring Television knows what he wants. Definitely, you can't take that from him.
Yes. So for someone that knows what he wanted, it's very hard to confuse him or get him out of that mode. He knows exactly what he wanted. He wanted the best, and he wants to get that best. So doing the process of planning was so easy with him because he knows what he wanted. Before I spit out the names, he will call out the names of what I'm talking about.
Wow.
So it makes it so easy for me to navigate, to speak with him. And he has this fatherly way with me that when I speak to him, I found it very easy to speak to him. And because of that, the process of the planning process was so easy for me because I know that my client knows what he wanted and what he wanted is what he's going to get. So it was so easy.
I like the fact that she made mention that the CEO knew what he wanted. And before she split it out, the CEO has already said, this is the thing. So the CEO himself, he get the spirit of event planning inside him.
Yes, right. You can say
your
that.
mind and your client's mind, which is Dr. Femi Adefila, you were in sync. So the flow was just going perfectly, if I guess you right.
Okay, so Gracious.
After the event, I
Okay, so Gracious, let's talk about.
Thank you for
Okay, so let's talk about teamwork. How important are teamwork and vendor relationship in the success of an event? Did you get that? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Good. I was talking about...
I can hear you, ma'am.
Okay. I said, how important are teamwork between vendors, you know, in achieving a great success in an event?
Okay, this is it.
Okay.
Before you reach out to any vendor,
okay,
the first vendor to reach out to is your event planner.
Okay.
In fact, before you get your all, before you get the all for your event, the first person to reach out to is an event planner.
Okay.
Because an event planner can help you get a perfect all for your wedding. An event planner can help you get it, and he or she knows their services. He can help you get your vendors, sort for good vendors for you. And once the event planner has good relationship with all these vendors, your wedding will be so flawless. Will be so flawless because they've worked together, they understand each other, they will listen to the event planner because he or she brought them on board, and he or she does not want any mistake whatsoever from them. So to keep a very good relationship with the event planner, they have to give that event planner the services that the clients will appreciate. So if you want, even if you are reaching out to vendors, you know, as a client, you've been to different weddings, you've collected cards from vendors because you love their services. Immediately you reach out to your planner, make sure you tell your planner that I have this catering service that I'm looking at. You can reach out to them on my behalf. You can speak to them on my behalf. Bring that event planner on board from the beginning with that client that you are with that vendors that you are bringing in as a client, so that everybody will be in the same understanding. The client will understand that you, as the event planner, you understand the kind of service that you want from the vendors. So when your planner is the one sorting all your vendors for you, just leave it.
Impressive. I like the fact that you made mention of clients relating with the event planner. You know, it brings about a contrast in loyalty.
Yeah, okay.
If you as a client goes to hire vendors and your event planner also is not carried along in the process, so your vendor, the vendor will want to satisfy the clients, not knowing that the event planner is the one actually managing the entire thing.
Yeah, right.
But when the client does the needful, handing over the loyalty to the event planner, whatever the event planner wants to bring out in the event, it would finally gets to happen. I think that's what you're trying to communicate there.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Exactly. Yes.
All right. Thank you so much, Gracious. Because of the warmth of our time, finally, what advice would you give to young people who have a passion, dream for the kind of thing that you do, but are afraid to start small, like you did, actually?
Just start. Start from somewhere. Plan your father's birthday. Plan your friend's bridal shower. You start from somewhere. I started my event planning with my own wedding. I started my usher agency with my boss sister's wedding because I opened my mouth. I asked, start. Don't just believe in yourself. Just start from somewhere. Your first event, you might not see any cash from it, but put your interest. When you have interest, when you have passion for something, the monetary aspect will come after.
Impressive. Thank you very much, Mrs. Grace Oluwaseun, and for giving us insights into this event. However, I just have this last question to ask you. How do you handle pressure from clients that are not like Dr. Femi Adefila, who understands the flow with you?
I love that.
The ones that will put you under pressure and we want you to deliver heavily for them. How do you get to deal with clients like that?
Okay. This is it, sir. You know, when there's something we call floor plan, anytime there is an event and it's well coordinated by an event planner, we have something we call floor plan.
Okay.
That will be setting up. But sometimes some unfortunate things used to happen during the event, whereby that your floor plan will flop. You will not be able to use that floor plan anymore. And that brings in more pressure. All what you just have to do is just calm down and figure it out. At the end, sometimes at the start of the event, it will look as if the thing is not coming together. But once everybody is seated, the MC is rolling and everything is going on fine, even the client will be happy. During Romoke and Steve wedding, we had issue with the co. So he walked down his daughter. He came in. We figured out how to change the facing, the center, and everything. We did it together. That's daddy being on set. But some clients will not be on set and they will want you to figure it out. Just figure it out.
Thank you very much.
Just figure it out, because event planners are also trained. We are trained to also work under pressure.
Impressive. Thank you very much once again, Grace Oluwaseun, the brain behind the Gracious Events. From my end and from both of us and from all of us at Spring Delight and Western Spring Television, wish you the best as you continue in your endeavor. Keep doing that thing you are doing and wish you all the best in it. Thank you very much for being a part of the show.
Thank you.
You guys are my family now. Thank you so much.
That's it. All right, we are family. So, Ajibs, you have any event, you don't get family member who have go help you and do.
No, coming up next, your wedding.
Yeah, definitely. So I think I don't get event planner on grant. Impressive.
Okay.
We need to go home.
Yes, we really do need to go home.
And before that, hey, I think Romake's wedding is 1 week old already, right?
Yes, right.
Congratulations to the new couple that are 1 week in the journey into forever.
Yes, right.
We wish you all the best. It was glamorous in Osogbo.
No doubt.
The weekend was painted green.
And
it was greenish everywhere. From Thursday, you know, and all that. All thanks to Grace.
My dear,
it's all right.
All right, thank you very much, dear still listeners. We need to go home. We need to run away. Dear viewers, listeners, everywhere, anyhow.
Yes, right.
Perfect, impressive. Let's go and continue celebrating the greenishness and, you know, the glamour as we all continue living in love. Love is a good thing.
No doubt about that.
Get a good event planner to beautify the day of your loving.
There's no doubt about that. A special shout out to all our amazing producers, the one that make this happen. The producer, to the director, the sound guys. We want to say the cameraman to even Daddy Oye in his show for the video. You know, you saw him in
Daddy Oye was well, you know,
in his cabin face show, as in it was not excluded from the video. That is beautiful. Thank you so much. And I understand the Saturdays are for Owambe. Enjoy this weekend and every other weekend. Thank you so much. My name is Ajibike and Johnny Ojo.
Olufemi Alagbe is my name. Behind the scene, I was told that I was doing some Totori because the Totori spirit is right beside, the Totori inspiration is right. She said, no, it's Totori spirit. Yes, right. It did beside me and they talk say they speak broken today. Yes, actually, I stayed in South for 1 year. Imagine, I don't go talk broken.
Okay, so you're not totally an Aboki.
I am a Northern born. I am not. It's all combined. The only language I know if you speak will be major language in Nigeria na Igbo, and I find person will go teach me. My name is Olufemi Alagbe. Until I see you again, keep staying healthy and fine. Bye for now. Bye-bye.
Bye.
It was just two lovers sitting in the car, listening to Blonde, falling for each other. Pink and orange skies, feeling super childish. No Donald Glover. Missed call from my mother. Like, where you at tonight? Got no alibi. I was all alone with the love.